Hi friends, it's Amanda here. Today we are going to read a story, How to Get a Gorilla Out of Your Bathroom. When you discover a gorilla in your bathtub, you first got to decide whether or not it's okay for him to stay there. If you're sure your dad will say no, then you simply must find a way to get the gorilla out without hurting his feelings. Also, without leaving any footprints, which would surprise your mother very much. My, but you do have a problem, a big problem, and that's exactly why I wrote this book. You see, I have discovered a gorilla in my bathtub on several occasions, so I have a pretty good idea of how to get one out. No. Laying a trail of bananas to the door won't work. Gorillas like bathtubs better. And please don't try to putting a rope around his tummy. Gorillas do not like ropes around their tummies. It reminds them of being tangled in a bowl of spaghetti. Come now, I assure you that bringing another gorilla over to play in the backyard is a waste of time. If your gorilla wanted to play with another gorilla, he wouldn't have come to you in the first place. Besides, you might end up with 2 gorillas in your bathtub. Oh dear, I can see you're going to need a lot of help. Since you're so smart, you might think of turning on the water to frighten the gorilla, but don't. What if the gorilla brought his swimsuit? What a mess you're in for when he starts splashing around. Now, you could order another bathtub and have it delivered to the front yard and hope the gorilla will switch. But how will you explain that to the neighbors? What about taking a 2-week trip to your grandmother's house, you ask? Maybe the gorilla won't get lonely and go home. Good idea, but then he might just follow you and get into your grandmother's tub instead. Oh yes, I've tried phoning the gorilla and disguising my voice to sound like the gorilla's mother. But it's not easy to fool a gorilla about his mother's voice. Besides, he knows his mother was at the hair salon anyway. My dear friend, please do not be frustrated. If the gorilla is still in your bathtub, I should like to tell you that the very best way to get him out is simply to say, "Gorilla, will you please get out of my bathtub now?" Because gorillas are really very friendly and quite easy to get along with, if you just know how to ask properly. Thanks, friends. I hope you enjoyed that. See you soon. Bye-bye.